Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Holiday Traditions collection from Bath & Body Works. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. This is my third video on this year's Bath & Body Works holiday collections. I already reviewed the Snow Beautiful collection and the Faceted Holiday collection, and will link those videos in the description box if you want to check them out. In this video, I'll be reviewing the 2022 Holiday Traditions collection, which has several returning scents and a couple of new ones. I picked up all 6 of the scents, and I think that the packaging for this collection is fun and festive, so I do like the bottle designs. The collection consists of Bright Christmas Morning, which comes in cream-colored packaging, and all of the bottles have little snowflakes on them. And then there's also Winter Candy Apple, which of course comes in the traditional red bottle. And then there's Vanilla Bean Noel, which comes in festive green packaging. And Twisted Peppermint comes in a dark pinky purple bottle. Then Ice Sugar Plum comes in a really pretty dark blue bottle, which looks really nice with the snowy accents. And lastly, there's Christmas Cookies, which comes in brown packaging, which does make sense based on the name, but I don't really love the color. Now on to the reviews. And first up is Bright Christmas Morning, which as far as I'm aware is a brand new scent. And this has notes of ripe red berries, blood orange, and crisp apple. And this opens very fruity with a lot of berries that feel very candy-like. And behind that is the bright, fresh citrus. And I also start to get some of that apple, which is slightly sweet. And honestly, this isn't a very complex scent, but I do think that it's pretty nice. This is the kind of apple scent that I like. It's fresh and juicy, and the combination with the berries is just really pleasant. And I think that this is an easy candied berry scent with touches of citrus and apple, and it just seems like something you could throw on and go. And it doesn't seem particularly weak or strong, so I think it's typical for a fragrance mist. And next is Winter Candy Apple, which is a returning scent that I'm already familiar with, but I didn't actually have a bottle in my collection. And this has notes of red apples, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. And this opens with a lot of that apple, and you also get a good amount of those rose petals, which feel very fresh. And I also pretty quickly get that cinnamon, but there isn't a lot of other spices. It really just smells like a straight cinnamon. And I think that the candied orange brightens the scent a bit and keeps it from being too heavy or spicy. And overall, it just smells a lot like apple cider to me that has a cinnamon stick in it. And I think that it's an okay scent, but I feel like this used to be sweeter when I tried it years ago. So I do like it, but it doesn't seem like a scent that I would reach for a lot. And I think as far as the strength, it seems pretty typical for a fragrance mist. It's not extra strong, but it doesn't seem super weak either. And then there's Vanilla Bean Noel, which is another re-promote, and I believe I did try it a couple years ago. And this has notes of fresh vanilla bean, warm caramel, sugar cookies, whipped cream, and snow-kissed musk. And this is instantly very heavily vanilla, and it does smell like a fresh vanilla bean. And I also get a lot of the caramel, and it is just very sweet. And it's definitely a gourmand scent, and I can pick up that sugar cookie note. And overall, this is predominantly a sweet vanilla bakery type of scent, but it does lean more towards the vanilla and caramel versus the baked goods like the cookie. And when it dries, it kind of smells to me like vanilla icing. So this is the sweetest scent out of all of them in this collection. And I know there's been a lot of complaints about this scent in the last few years, but this doesn't seem super weak to me. So I'd say it's about average for a fragrance mist. It's definitely not strong. And I do like this, but it's just, one of your kind of typical super sweet vanilla scents with a little bit of hint of that sugar cookie smell. And next up is Twisted Peppermint, which is also a returning scent, but I had never tried it before, and you will know why shortly. And this has notes of cool peppermint, sugared snow, fresh balsam, and vanilla buttercream. And this one I picked up just so I could review the complete collection. To be honest, I actually hate the smell of mint, so I wasn't really looking forward to this one, although I have to say that the packaging is really cute. And of course, this opens heavily with peppermint. There's definitely a little sharpness to it as well. And I don't know what that sugared snow is supposed to be like, but I definitely get the balsam. And I don't really care for that note either, but it does give it a very, green, kind of like foresty type of feeling. And there is some sweetness that starts to peek through as it dries. But personally, I just can't get past the peppermintiness of it. But if you like minty smells, this is probably, pretty nice. I like the combination with the buttercream, but personally, I will never wear it because I just can't stand the smell of mint. And then there's Ice Sugar Plum, which is the other new scent in the collection, and it's the one I was most looking forward to trying. And this has notes of sparkling sugar plum, snowdrop petals, and whipped marshmallow. And I have to agree with some of the things I've been hearing about this scent. I just don't think that it really matches the name. When I think of sugar plums, I'm expecting something fruity with a dusting of sugar and maybe not necessarily plum, but something sweet and candy-like. And this scent is just a straight up gourmand. It really does smell like food, and not like a cake or icing, but more like cereal or a dry cookie, which also has a bit of a milky feeling. And it is pretty sweet. But I just don't get marshmallow from it, and I really love marshmallow scents, so I was looking forward to that part of it. And I waited quite a while for it to dry, and I still am not getting any marshmallow. And maybe it just needs more time, but I have to say I'm a bit disappointed. I do like the scent, but I don't love it anywhere near as much as I thought I would based on the name and the notes. And I didn't find it to be very strong. I think it's average, maybe even slightly below average. So overall, just not my favorite in this collection. And lastly, there's Christmas Cookies, which is an online only scent, and I already had the shower gel, but the fragrance mist is new to me. And this has notes of creamy cookie dough, almond biscotti, and caramel woods. And this opens very sweet and very much like baked goods. I can pick up on the almond as well as that cookie dough. And there is a hint of caramel as well, but I'm really predominantly getting that super sweet cookie dough. And this one is very strong, and I would actually say bordering on too strong for me, actually. While I like gourmand scents, this smells too much just like straight food for me, so I just don't see myself reaching for this one much. But if you like those really, strong food-like scents like berry waffle cone or those types, then you might actually enjoy this. But for me, it's just not something that I would see myself reaching for. Overall, I would have to say that this is my least favorite of the Bath& Body Works holiday collection so far. There are a few scents in here that I like, but with so many repromotes and even with the new scents, nothing really stood out as very exciting to me. If I had to rank them, my least favorite would be Twisted Peppermint, but that's more of a personal preference because I just don't like mint. And next would be Christmas Cookies because it's just too strong for me, and I don't really care for scents that smell that much like food. In the middle would be Winter Candy Apple. I think it's okay, but it's not really the type of scent I reach for with that apple cider type of smell. And Ice Sugar Plum is nice, but it's almost to the point of being too much like food for me. So while I do like it, I don't love it, and I just wish that it was more candy-like and had the marshmallow in the notes. And coming in second would be the new Bright Christmas Morning. I think it's a nice, bright citrus berry scent that would make an easy grab and go. And that leaves Vanilla Bean Noel as my favorite, which is kind of surprising to me. I wasn't really looking forward to trying it again, but after testing it, I find I do still like it, but I definitely wouldn't say it's one of my favorite scents. If you're already familiar with most of these scents or they don't sound particularly intriguing, I would definitely point you to the Snow Beautiful collection, which is definitely my favorite of Bath& Body Works holiday releases so far. I think that the Holiday Faceted collection also has some really nice scents, even if most of them are repromotes. So that's it for my review of the Holiday Traditions collection from Bath & Body Works. Let me know what you think of these scents and what you're planning to pick up. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.